No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they can win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Handoff to the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. Handoff to the lone back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Here's the give off the left side. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid tackle. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He breaks the tackle. Wolfpack will get the first down. They get to the line quickly.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. NC State has the edge. We played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, he avoided the negative play and sack.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Cook. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Out of the backfield, he's open. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quick completion on the out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. The play-action fake. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They're working that left side. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. NC State quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly after the tight end. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll keep it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. In the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he's going to try to return this one. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before... Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for a goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Off play action. Puts it out of the air. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Here's a heat. Got his man. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Great job by the quarterback to beat the blitz by getting rid of the football, and as a bonus, they get the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a good example of a quarterback knowing where his answers are. He sees the blitz coming, he finds his running back running out of the backfield, and they're able to make that defense pay.
Wide out, trying to get it in. exclamation point on that drive. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Fire into the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires left. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. This offense on the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds. And this offense trying to put something together. Just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Cooked. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Got his man to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here comes the 2-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly complete. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and 4, 2 minutes to go. Alabama with the ball. They'll run it. 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 They'll run it.
set.